Motorcycle 101. You want to get into riding bikes, but you've never been on one before. No problem. Let's go. Right side, this is your throttle. This controls the bike's power. This is equivalent to the gas pedal in your car. It twists back by itself. Once you twist it, it snaps back. The more you twist it, the faster you go, right? You hold it firmly, not too tight, not too loose. About the same way you would hold a baby's leg if you wanted to prevent it from falling. Don't cram your hand all the way down on the corner like this, and don't cram it all the way on the other end like this. Now, I'm standing on the right side of the bike, but it should be in the middle, but it's hard for me to get the right angle because I'm not on the bike. But in the middle, not too tight, not too loosely. Front brake. This is the same thing as the brake pedal in your car. In a car, it controls all four wheels when you step on the brake pedal. On the bike, it controls only the front wheel. You grab this steadily and smoothly. This controls about 65% of your braking power when you're using the front and rear brakes at the same time. That's what you want to shoot for. You do not squeeze this abruptly and very hard like this because you will end up looking like the greatest American hero. Nice and smoothly, gently, progressively stronger. Front brake. Engine kill switch. This will vary in design, shape, and color from bike to bike. This cuts the power to your engine instantly. Off, kills the engine. Click it on one time. That starts the fuel pump priming. Once you hear the fuel pump finish, then you can push it again to start it. It's just a simple tap, sort of like a push button in a car. Very simple. Rear view mirrors. I'm not explaining that. Left hand side, clutch lever. Looks very similar to the brake lever on the other side. Don't get these confused. You will have a very bad day if you get these mixed up in your head. You squeeze this in to engage your clutch and help you shift into gear from the transmission. It helps you, but on some bikes with some accessories, you don't need this via a quick shifter and a blipper. But squeeze it in. It's just the same thing as neutral in your car once it's squeezed in. Once you let it out, it's the same thing as being just in your gear and going, as long as you were in gear to start with. Do not just let this pop out because you're likely to wheelie or take off or jerk. You want to let it off steadily and easily. Turn signals. Left blinker, right blinker, push in the middle to cancel. This will vary from bike to bike. It's different on every bike. This is on the left-hand side. High beam flashers. High beams all the way up. Squeeze it down. That flashes your high beam, just like in your car. No different. Back on the right side, hazard lights. Push them in, all four lights blink. That will vary from bike to bike. Some bikes don't have that. Your display will vary from bike to bike. Some color, some black and white, some digital, some non-digital. This has all your display information and your control lights and features. Neutral, fuel gauge, error codes if they exist, music settings if your bike can par with your phone, RPMs, speed, kickstand up or down, engine kill switch on or off, oil level reading, trip, odometer, temperature, time. Also did different settings for the display itself, but this will all vary from bike to bike. Your seat, where you sit, this graphs your buttocks. It's very simple, just like a car. Some bikes have a rear seat. This does not. This is called a seat delete. There's no rear seat on this bike. This is for the back part of your lower back when you tuck back and you lay down. All right. This is called a seat delete. I'm a solo rider, so there are no passengers. Ignition area, different settings for different functions. Right, all the way on, left, off, Further left, lock the handlebars so they can't move until you come back and unlock them. Gas fill, lockable. Your key cannot be removed out of this once you open it. You fill the gas, you close it, you twist it locked, and then you can remove your key. This prevents you from misplacing your key and not being able to lock your gas tank. Left side, this is your gear shift. The system is one down for first, one up for neutral, and then up further, 2, 3, 4, 5 in increments. Very easy to manipulate. It's not hard at all. If you go too crazy, you'll push and you'll skip a gear and go to a different gear up or a different gear down, or you'll go to neutral by mistake. So it's gently tap up as you go or tap down as you go. Left side, foot peg, self-explanatory. Your feet rest on this while you're riding or while you're shifting gears. Foot peg. Rear foot peg has none on this bike. Why? Because I don't carry passengers and I removed it. I covered that earlier. Tires, same as your car, just smaller and thinner. This is what they refer to as chicken strips. This is actually not correct. Chicken strip refers to you're scared to lean, so you create a strip from not wearing away, meaning you're chicken. This is false. On the street, you don't lean as much as on the track. On the track, you get rid of these. On the street, you don't lean that far because you're not a hooligan. Exhaust, same as on your car, vents out heat and fumes away from and out of the engine. This is called a slip-on, meaning this ending part slips on to the pipe from the bike. You can have a full exhaust where it doesn't just slip on the end, it goes all the way up and meets with the rest of the exhaust components. This is a must-have for bikers. It pisses off your neighbors, it gives you more horsepower, and it has an increased engine note. Must have. It also goes vroom vroom. Right side rear brake, just like the brakes we mentioned earlier, except for this is just on the rear brake only. Just covers 35% of your braking when using the front and rear brakes. Other than that, you only use this when you're doing low speed maneuvers or low speed cruising, such as coming up to a stoplight, stop sign, or cruising through a parking lot, etc. Other than that, you use the front and rear brake combined, 35% rear, 65% front. Not to be confused with the clutch or the gear level on the other side of the bike that we mentioned earlier. They look very similar. Windscreen. They vary in shape, size, and color. This is equivalent to the windshield in your car. Exact same function. It also helps with directing air over the bike when you're riding so it doesn't hit you in your chest and make you feel like you're always being pushed back. You lean down to help this shoot the air over your body. So that's what this is, a windscreen. Winglets. Some bikes have these, some bikes don't. These create downforce by channeling air in a certain way through and away and around the bike. This will vary from bike to bike, but you always have some type of aero on newer bikes. Throttle goes vroom vroom. Exhaust goes vroom vroom. Phone holder optional. This locks your phone into place so it stays on the bike. My particular one charges the bike or charges the phone wirelessly as soon as you connect it. You have an option also to switch the button. All you do is tap the button and makes it a USB charger on the back. This is your bike. Just simply replace this with the one that you have or the one you want. This is what makes you better than everyone else on the road who's driving. Be well.